Hello guys, I'm Crazy C, and today I'm going to be talking to you about school stuff. And you're probably wondering, why do you always talk about school stuff? And I'll respond with, it's the only thing that I can truly talk about. Because something very interesting can always happen at school, and just not always in your regular day-to-day life. A bunch of people, especially in the animation community, made videos on school stories. And that's pretty cool, so I just kind of imitate that, but Minecraft. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about things that I hate about school. And particularly math in general. I don't know if I've made it really public on my channel that I hate math, but I hate math. I've said it in school to many people. There's nothing towards the particular person that's teaching. It's just to math in general. Whoever invented math, why would you want children to suffer? Okay, but I'm just going to be very discreet about this. My teacher, she is a good teacher. Miss K, if you're watching this by any circumstance, thank you for being a good teacher. And I understand that it's hard to be a teacher. So, what am I going to talk about first? First thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that you have to show your work. I think a lot of people really don't hate this, and if you don't, and I'm just stating something that I only hate, then this feels pretty embarrassing. The thing is that whenever I do a very easy question, such as 2 times 2, I will just write the question. I'll just write the answer, even if it says show your work. I feel like it's kind of dumb how you have to show your work. Because you don't have to show your work. It's not really much. If it's a very hard question and the teacher needs to scan over things, well, how did he get this all of a sudden? And oh my gosh, is that a picture of a dinosaur? It looks amazing. So yes, I really hate the fact that I have to show my work. But it can't help at times. But if you have a very simple question, 2 times 2, which equals 4, it's kind of dumb how you have to show your work. You could just write the answer. Everybody knows it, unless you haven't done multiplication yet. In that case, welcome to the channel. If you're probably pretty young, so yeah. Get prepared for 7th grade. So the next thing that I hate about school is yeah, the fact that you have to change classes. This isn't really too annoying for me, but it's just the fact that you have to go to class, at class on time, unless they mark you absent, because we use a program where parents can see if their kids are late, what marks they're getting in school, blah blah blah, how good they did on the recent test. And if you're marked down as late, your parents might ask you some questions. And whenever somebody asks me questions, I'll just say, I'll stand there saying for a little while, and then I'll finally answer the question. So basically, it's nothing too much, but my class has 3 floors. It has 3 floors. And it's kind of hard to get up those 3 floors because we have a lot of kids at the school, and it's kind of annoying to go up and down, and especially if you just got back from hockey practice and your legs feel sore, yada yada yada. It's not too much, but I just don't really like it too much. What am I doing?
Bruh.
Why did I do that? I was being a dum-dum. Next thing I hate about school, math. I pretty much already said this. I do not like math. Especially, in my opinion, math is the worst subject. Like, you have to do all this complex equations, sit down and just, sometimes you don't even do math, and you just look at the teacher draw on the smartboard or whiteboard, and it's just boring. And it can be pretty annoying. To those of you who hate math, which, wait, how many people in the world hate math? Pretty sure it's a lot. Editor, can you, like, show us the percentage of how many people in the world hate math? Because I really want those numbers. Thank you. So, to those many people up on the screen, I feel you, and trust me, there are a lot of ways to, like, stop being bored in math. Like, the one thing about math class is that we aren't allowed to use our Chromebooks. This is not a big thing for me, and it never has really been. But like, my class, they give out, like, Chromebooks to people who are in 7th grade or above, which they keep for the rest of the year, for the rest of their school years. So, like, so from 7th grade to 12th grade, you have a Chromebook on you at all times. But in math, we aren't allowed to use our Chromebooks unless we got all of our work done and we have nothing else to do. Oh, bruh, I could have gotten it. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, did I get a kill? I got a kill, yes! Okay, I did something. Guys. So, anyway, and one thing that's pretty much the only thing that I really like about school. Like, sometimes if we're done with, like, the work, we can, like, play a game on our Chromebook. The website that my school really loves to visit is Crazy Games. It's a website where you can play a bunch of games. We don't have an account on it because we have to log into our Chromebooks on our school accounts. But it is but I just really like Crazy Games, especially Stickman Battle Fighter. It's a very fun game where you have stickmen and you always get, like, a different type of weapon every match along with your opponent. It's not online, you just play against a bot, but it's very fun. I recommend it to any of you who know what Crazy Games is. So, anyway, and one of the final things that I hate about school is getting injured or sick. Like, I am technically a little bit under the weather right now, but it's just a cough. It's, or as I like to put it, it's a tingle in my throat. It's like somebody tickled the back of your throat, and it's like somebody's tickling the back of your throat every 20 seconds. And, like, if you get, like, injured in school, or if you get, like, hurt in school or anything like that, it really sucks. Because you're on the floor crying in front of your peers. And I don't really get embarrassed that much for, like, anything. Like, sometimes I'll, like, get a little bit embarrassed if somebody's, like, talking about my YouTube channel. I'm not ashamed of it, but, you know, it's just like, oh, you have a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start, like, talking about it a lot. I've told this about, like, I've told this in one of my videos. I'm not sure which one it was, but just scroll through my videos and try and find it, okay? So anyway, I really like school sometimes. Sometimes things can be fun, especially gym. Oh, speaking of gym, one thing that I really like to do in gym is play ball hockey. There are a lot of hockey kids in my class, and it's very fun to, like, play with them. because I can like measure my skill and find out what they do that I can improve at. So one day I'm playing hockey with a small group of people in the gym, and I'm playing forward, which is basically the position that is like the most important position because it's the one that normally scores goals. Anyway, so somebody on the other team has the puck and they're trying to pass it to their teammate, but I catch it and I see the goal and I'm starting to run for it, but then I start to like tip on my foot. You know how like in like the world where you like bend your feet a little bit of way? Like say if like you're standing up normally, but I don't want to go through all of the complicated stuff, but you see I fell awkwardly on my foot and it caused a little owie, and I just sat on the ground crying because I didn't know what else to do. It's like something that your immune system like tells you to do. Like, oh, it's time to cry. It's like in the movie Inside Out, where sadness. It's like my sadness just like sees something going wrong and they're like, oh no! And then when I start feeling hurt, it's like my sadness just like goes whack on like the control board. I kind of like Inside Out. In fact, we actually watched it in like school for like a health assignment. Yeah, pretty good. Anyway, what's something that you can learn from this is that school is can be bad and good, especially math. And I don't mean good, I mean bad. And speaking of one last thing before I go, is that, well, as you guys can clearly tell by me just speaking, I don't usually write scripts for my Minecraft commentaries. Mainly because I don't really need them. But you know, I write scripts for my animation videos, or at least a brief thing about what I want to talk about. By the way, I'm making an animation video as of the time of recording this video. So, you know, I'm making this video and another video at the same time. So, what do I want to talk about is particularly English. Now, in English class, we don't really do this because, you know, we have a really cool teacher. In fact, fun fact, my homeroom teacher is our English and health teacher, and she's pretty nice. So, one thing that I hate about, you know, English classes is that sometimes, like, if you have a certain type of teacher, they will, like, make you do, like, an assignment, and it will be, like, a certain amount of pages long, and it'll be very long just to explain something. Like, you have to add extra detail to a 5-paragraph sentence. The Odd Ones Out actually talks about this in his video called, like, I don't know what the video's called. Maybe, I don't know, but he, like, talks about his writing process to his videos. And he talks about how you have to get to the point in scripts. If you're making a story, like a book, then yes, you're going to want to add extra detail. That's very fine. But if you're making a script for a movie that is not a mystery or like a YouTube video, you're going to want to get to the point, especially in animation videos. The Odd Ones Out says it best, so you should probably go watch his video. But in my case, if you write a 5-paragraph essay that could have been just shortened down to a sentence, then that is, like, not a good example of making a good script, particularly for animated videos. Because the Odd Ones Out says that the longer the script will be, the longer they'll have to make the recording, and the longer the animation will be, and the more depressed the Odd Ones Out will get. So what he does is he makes scripts short and makes sure they get to the point. And the thing I don't like about English class is that some English teachers are purposefully telling the next generation to write long, lengthy sentences that could have been shortened down to a single word. It's basically like Grandpa Simpson from The Simpsons. Insert an image of Grandpa Simpson. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all about, like, school. Things I hate about it. Sorry if this video was a little bit weird to you guys. I hope the editing will make the video better. I hope the editing will make the video better. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe. We're almost at 200 subs. We just need 7 more. And remember, stay crazy.